Hello, beautiful people. Let me just fix the camera there a little bit better. Hope everybody's doing great. So happy to be here. I wanted to talk about today briefly about ascension symptoms. What are ascension symptoms? We hear that a lot, especially in this kind of environment where a lot is going on. Hey, Gabby, so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. We're talking today about ascension symptoms. And hi, Gosha, so good to see you, my dear. And it's driving a lot of people crazy. And the reason we see them more is because there's no secret. There's like a higher purpose for all of us in this planet incarnated right now. And the purpose is to evolve. We're going to rapid evolution. If you think about things that in the past will take us really long to learn, to process, to grow, to make them better. Right now we're making them in a shorter time. Just think about time in general. Time is going a lot faster. So the time matrix is even helping us move forward faster than before. So we feel that the months and the years and everything is going back so much faster, and energy wise too, frequentially wise too, in the quantum spectrum too. Things are moving like so rapidly. And I get people asking me like, is quantum leaps a thing? It's a thing. You can advance timelines, you can do a lot of things, and it's all within your control once you learn about that. So what's happening with ascension symptoms is a lot of people are feeling either ill, fatigue, lack of sleep, experiencing emotions of like despair, depression, anxiety, but like by small bits. Those are usually emotions that come and go, and they're going like this. It's not like stable. When it's something like a stable in your energy field, like sadness, because you know where it's coming from. Let's say somebody died in your family, something really stressful happened to you. It makes sense for that to be there, and you know where it's coming from. But when it's like this, like ascension symptoms, is things from the past usually bubbling up. And the reason why those things are coming up right now is because we are all evolving, whether you want it or not, because we're all in this together. And especially if you follow me, especially if you're here following this content, it's because you care about your evolution and you're really trying to improve yourself, and you're really trying to better yourself. So if you're experiencing symptoms like lack of attention, feeling depressed, feeling low, sickness kind of like coming to your body, I'm experiencing this right now, but I know where it's coming from, and I understand it, and I have like communication with my body, and I see what I can do to kind of like improve myself and improve my symptoms. But the things come from things from the past, things that were not resolved. And the purpose of those things coming, if you start asking your body when you start feeling those kind of like lows, ask your body like, is this mine? Because I will tell you, 7 times out of 10, it's not yours. And I see it all the time in my practice. People come in and like, this hurts and that chronic pain. And it's usually stuff that is energy that gets inculcated in your field that is not yours. And things, when that happens, it's like energy that is not generated in your matrix. There is nothing that you can do about it. It's just going to bother you, and you cannot release it. The only way to release it is you send it back to whoever, and you don't need to know. You just say, you send it back to sender with love and consciousness attached. You don't want that energy that is not yours. That's one thing. When it's yours and you ask your body, is it mine? If you get a sense of lightness usually means the body saying yes. If you ask your body, is it mine? And it feels like constricted and tight, it's usually no. So it's not your energy, it's not your thing. And you just send it back. In a case that you said, you kind of ask your body, and your body is like, yes, it's yours. Because a lot of times, yes, we also have trauma, drama, wounds from the past, things that were not resolved, things that we thought that we were over with, but we're not really. They lie on the subconscious level, and they affect us in different aspects of our lives, and especially health related, because it's all emotions. It's depending on where it was generated, it resides on a chakra. So what happens when you ask your body and it's yours? Well, ask your body, interesting awareness that you have that. Where's it coming from? Sense. Get a sense of where's it coming from. You might have like glimpses of things that happened to you in the past with people, with interactions. Right now I'm dealing with something that happened like 16 years ago or more with an ex that cheated on me. And I noticed one of the triggers was, I'm giving you those examples because I'm really hoping that it can serve you like to start questioning yourself. I started getting triggered. If you're Hispanic, you know the drama with like Shakira and her ex-husband, the soccer player and all that. And I was getting very triggered, and I was like, oh, I don't usually, if you know me, if you know anything about me, I don't like that kind of like gossip and on the TV and that kind of stuff, celebrities. I don't follow that. But that really triggered me. And I was really triggered, and I was like really hurt. And I victimized Shakira, and I was like, oh my God, poor thing. And I was like, and then I was observing myself like, how interesting I'm doing that. Like, why am I doing that? Because I know that I'm not like that. And then I started asking deeper. Well, my body started experiencing things, chronic things from that I had many, many years ago started like coming back to me. And I was like, wow, that's so interesting. And then in conversation with my body, that's why in my practice, I always ask you to start connecting with yourself, because when you have that understanding and that connection with your body, things are a lot easier. Because I'll tell you something else. I had a PhD in victimization. I was like, oh, and whatever happened, I was always a victim. So that never is gonna serve you. When you start asking questions and opening up the energy to possibilities, you understand things better. What I understood from getting triggered from that happening, that it was not related to me, like I don't know those people, they don't affect my life in any way. I was triggered because I was cheated on, and how it happened to me and in my life and how it affected me. And the years of unraveling that episode and that happened, it stayed in my body. And it relied on my pelvic area and all that. And I was like, oh my gosh, how interesting. And as I'm discovering that, I'm discovering other things that also with my family. But it's because I have that open communication with my body, and I always ask you, like, ask your body, is it yours, is it not? Asking questions opens up to answers, not because when we have judgment, when we say, oh, I say this guy is evil and this guy is the worst, this guy that did this to me and that guy that did that to Shakira, there is a reason for that, right? There's a reason that these people come into our life, and we have these cosmic agreements with these people because they're gonna serve us as a catalyst to grow, to expand, and to move out of that comfort zone, that state of being that we were at that time, because we are always evolving. So that's the purpose of all these trials and all these tribulations. And that's also the purpose of the body coming up with things. The body holds a lot of information. So when you're feeling things, like you're feeling down and you're feeling this, usually it starts with an emotion, and then it goes into the field, getting more like chronic body pain, condition, illness, disease, whatever you want to call it. But it usually, in my awareness, it starts in the field. It starts with energy, it starts with emotion being generated. So if you're feeling these ascension symptoms, it's totally normal, especially right now. These highs and lows, like feeling good, like, oh, I feel so happy, this, and then a minute later, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel terrible, I don't know what's going on with me, I'm going crazy. You're not going crazy, you're just very sensitive, you're very kinesthetic, and a lot of people that didn't consider themselves sensitive, they're being kind of getting the call towards this kind of work. And the work is all about improving yourself, improving your life, changing your frequency. Why is it happening now? Well, there is this is just my awareness, this is just my experience and what I observe. There is this higher plan for the planet and for the universe. So the plan is to evolve, the plan is to create these leaps of growth. And right now, because we have been so lazy in the past, of like, maybe tomorrow, we need to do it, we're like so behind. So a lot of beings that their mission is to help us to evolve, to call it angels, archangels, ascended masters, ETs, whatever you want to call them, they're there. This is real, and there's no denial now that, because there is UFOs everywhere and many people can see them. There's a lot of sightings all over the world, so there's no secret, they're there. We're not alone, you know that. If you're here, you know that. So they're helping us, and a lot of them are here now, even in flesh, to help us just evolve create that frequential grow, for everybody to expand. So the people that we call in this field like they're asleep, they don't know, they like to live like this, and they let the government tell them what to do, and they just like being told what to do, and they're kind of like on the herd and this kind. Well, the call is to, because everything is energy and everything is frequency, when you start working on yourself, it is like it has a ripple effect, and all it affects, even if you don't want to, all the people in your life and all the people around you. So your neighbors, all the people that live around you, it's kind of like contagious. So those beings are here to support us, to expand, to grow so rapidly. And the body holds to a lot of trauma, drama, wounding, whatever it is from the past. We have etheric DNA, and we have the physical DNA, and it holds a lot of stuff. So usually your spirit, your soul, on a soul level, you know that you want to be free, and you know that you want to be expanded, and you know that you're sovereign and you're so powerful, and you know all this. But the body sometimes is a limitation, and the body holds on so dearly to things, and that's kind of, sometimes there's no congruence. Like your soul is here so high and so woo, high vibes, and the flesh is kind of like dense and anchoring you down. So the work is for you to commute with your body, to have that open communication with your body, so that you together can collaborate, right? Because like our body is the vehicle that we have to experience this human experience in this lifetime, right? But the body, when we are aged or when it's our time, the body dies and the soul goes on, and we keep experiencing things on a soul level, and we go to different dimensions and different things happen. But while we're here, we have to have, that's a must, that we have to have that communication with the body in order to understand things, in order to understand who we are, who we've been, where we're going, and all that stuff. So I really hope that resonates with you, and this is really an invitation for you to start listening to your body. What is happening to you? What are you experiencing? All that kind of like emotional stuff, or if it's like a more chronic condition, like pay attention, ask questions. Don't lock things down in place, because when you have judgment and you lock things down in place, it just is, and nothing opens up. Just open up the field for questions, and then you're gonna start getting flashbacks, information start coming to you, and you understand where things are coming from. Awareness changes everything. When you have awareness of where it was, or who it was, or who it came from, it's a lot easier. It creates change, it creates shift. So just do that. You do that. And another really good tip for just releasing density from the body, and I love it, it really works 100% all the time, is baths with sea salt and baking soda. 3 parts sea salt, 1 part baking soda in the bathtub. Just stir, and lay there for like 10 minutes or so. And if you don't have a bathtub, fine, kind of like put it in a bucket and just like wash yourself to release some of that density. Try to take magnesium to help you for your sleep, if you like melatonin and things like that, like more natural approaches if you have hard time sleeping, just to kind of like go towards this wave of kind of unrest. I feel that it's gonna be the first quarter of the year, and things are gonna ease up a little bit, because there's gonna be also a lot of turmoil that I'm perceiving for the end of the year, this year 2023. So I hope that was helpful. Give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, whatever, if that was helpful to you. And yeah, I'm always here. Just ask away, ask any question, whatever is troubling you, any concerns, let me know. I would love to help you and assist you in any way. All right. Hope you have all a great day, wherever you are. I know you guys follow me from different parts of the world, from different time zones. So wherever you are, whenever you see this, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening. Love you all. Take care. Bye now.